morning, my darlings. From me and my flying saucer hat, this is my new favourite thing to throw on if I'm heading into the garden. It protects not only my face, but also the top of my back, and it means that I'm not squinting like a crazy person when I'm out in the garden. I'm potentially very overdressed for a Saturday morning at home. I'm wearing this gorgeous broderie Aspiga dress. It's so lovely. I don't know if you can see it too clearly because it's so bright. With this fabulous neckline, gorgeous puffy sleeves, but I was trying some new things on and I just didn't want to take this dress off. It's so fabulous. So we have a lovely, relaxed Saturday at home today. It has been one heck of a week, my goodness. So really looking forward to spending the day at home today. I can definitely take this off now that we're indoors. I was going to start chatting to you outside, but it's one of these days where weirdly it's sunny and it's warm, but it's also really windy and also keeps raining every few minutes. So who knows what's going on. Not the ideal day for gardening, but I think it is meant to get a little bit better later, and I have got plenty of bits and bobs that I need to do in the garden. So an afternoon of pottering is very much on the cards, but first of all I'm going to make a nice, very quick, easy, tasty, hopefully brunch, actually quite simple brunch for me and Lila, and I. Lila is still not bedbound, but she's recovering from her operation, so I'm going to take her. She fancies just a plain omelette and some salad leaves, so I'm going to whip that up, take it over to her, and then we'll begin our Saturday morning tasks. I wouldn't normally collect salad leaves from the garden in a giant cake tin, but it was drying on the drying board, so I thought I would just grab that. And then we have got some eggs from, I'm only going to do a 3-egg omelette for both of us to share because I'm not that hungry, and I don't think Lila will have a huge appetite. These are from our neighbour's hens, Jack's hens, and that is the fattest egg I think I have ever seen. Nothing fancy, but a simple, slightly cheesy egg omelette, just 3 eggs and some fresh salad from the garden. This is hopefully exactly what Lila is craving, so I'm going to take it over and we're going to have our brunch. Oh, that's quite a handy little spot. I've got you balanced on a coffee cup on the coffee machine. I always struggle for places to chat to you when I'm in the kitchen because it's actually a very dark room, and yeah, today's weather is very strange, but the omelette and the salad went down a treat. Lila enjoyed her little brunch. So now I'm going to do a quick unpackaging with you. I've got something here from Sarah Raven which says live plants. I think this might be, so I'm going to keep looking up because I've got my camera the right way up, and normally when I vlog I flip it the other way around, so I'm more likely to look at the lens. So sorry if that's annoying. Yes, I think this is a few delphinium seedlings. Ooh, gosh. So they arrive this big, and hopefully these will flower this year. We were listening to a Monty Don video a couple of days ago, and he was saying it's always better to overfill than underfill a new flower bed. So I took that as my green light to order lots of plants. Delphiniums are really beautiful and they do last a long time, and their blooms are just striking. So I have ordered, I think, purple and white. That's probably what I would have gone for, maybe pink. So do we have 3 or 4? That soil does feel a little bit dry, so I'll get those watered in a few moments. I don't know if you'll have really been able to see what I just did there, probably not, but I have put the new seedlings still in their pots on a tray with about 1 centimetre of water, because that will encourage the water to get drunk up from the roots, which is great for root growth, but also hydrating them straight away. Next, I have got another delivery here from Our Place. Our Place are the makers of the incredible Always pan, which you'll have just seen me making my omelette in, but you'll know from my vlogs I literally use it for everything from curries to pasta dishes, and literally everything in between. I'm a huge fan of my Always pan, and as always, I have got my discount code, which is Josie10, which will get you 10% off that and what I'm about to show you, and many other bits on their website. Hopefully you can see my unboxing. Quite hard for me to hold this up and show you, but as with the Always pan, the cast iron Always pan is designed to be one pan for so many different uses. It will replace your griddle, your frying pan, your brazier, your roasting pan, your grill dish, and so much more. And if you're trying to weigh up if you want to only purchase one, which one to get, if you want to be able to put your pan in the oven, if you want to be able to get your chicken or your tofu really brown, then you can achieve that with a cast iron pan, because you can get those really high temperatures. So all of this packaging can either be composted. This that the spoon is wrapped in is actually a biodegradable bag, so it will decompose naturally in any organic waste bin, so this can go in my compost. And then of course the cardboard can be recycled. And here it is, my cast iron Always pan. Isn't this beautiful? If you had told me 4 years ago that I would be getting this excited about a pan, I don't think I would have believed you, but it is in this most beautiful sage green colour to match our kitchen. Absolutely gorgeous. It does come in the pink colour as well, and also the steam, which I love. I believe it comes in blue. I'll leave it linked down below so you can check out all of the different colours, but so happy to add this to my collection. So as you can see, it is cast iron on the bottom, so we can use this for grilling, braising, frying, sauteing, searing, stewing. What other adjectives can I use? But very multifunctional. It's obviously quite a bit heavier than the traditional Always pan, and the lid is glass, which is a really nice change to the design. Great for keeping an eye on what you've got cooking inside. So this, as you may have seen with me doing it with the omelette, the little hole means you can rest it on the handle of the pan. And this time we also have silicone grips for safe handling. So this will hold the smaller handle, and this will hold the longer handle, because the cast iron pan can go in the oven. That's going to be really useful. Glossy exterior enamel for easy clean. Moves seamlessly from stovetop to oven. Use medium heat and a little patience. It holds heat incredibly well, but takes a couple of minutes to get going. Preheat 1 to 2 tablespoons of high smoke point oil until it shimmers and not smokes before adding food. I love that you get all of these tips. It's such a good community, and I love keeping an eye on the Our Place Instagram as well, because they have so many fantastic recipes. Oh, this is a tip that actually we also learnt from the chef at Time. It says, if you're only searing, don't nudge your food around the plate. Leave it until it's golden and a crust has formed. Turn those yummy brown bits into a sauce by adding your favourite wine or broth to your pan. So many amazing recipes that we're going to create with this. I'll probably cook with it either later today. I'm expecting an OCADO order, which I'm very much looking forward to. Could arrive anytime from 10 minutes time. I have an hour time slot that it could arrive in, or I'll cook with it tomorrow. But either way, you will see my first impressions using the Our Place cast iron Always pan within this vlog. And then I have this huge box here that has arrived from one of my lovely followers. She has got her own small business and the most incredible range of products, which I'm very excited to share with you. So let's have a little look inside the package. It says, "To Josie, hope you enjoy these gifts. With love, Abigail," and that is the name of the company. I will of course leave it linked down below. Beautifully wrapped. So here is unboxed the beautiful collection of pieces from With Love Abigail, the most gorgeous collection of little plant pots in various sizes. This will be so perfect for some of my tomatoes, if I do anything else that needs to stay indoors like cucumbers, and then tiny little house plants to go in these ones. Such beautiful designs as well. They almost look like they are aged, like I think this is called a crackle glaze, with this beautiful vine pattern. Absolutely stunning. They don't have holes in them, so I think I might actually drill holes in the bigger ones for drainage. And then these two absolutely stunning vases, and I couldn't wait to put my flowered peonies inside them in the perfect colours. These light pink ones, or kind of creamy ones actually. I think they will come through a little bit pinky, so the perfect tones for the jugs. And then these light pink ones, the perfect vases or jugs for peonies. Such a beautiful collection, and I believe this is actually called the Josie collection. So I'm going to leave this collection of gorgeous pieces down below, and these are from With Love, Abigail. Such a fabulous collection of pieces that she has got on her shop. Perfectly timed, our OCADO order has just arrived, and I seem to have got into a bit of a tradition of sharing with you what's in my OCADO order. So why break tradition? I'm going to share with you everything that was in today's shop. A little bit of a random bunch, but actually it all started with this one recipe. So I do get the emails from OCADO. Every now and then I get a nice little voucher, which is always helpful. And they also send out recipes, and the best thing is, this is the one that I've ordered. It's the asparagus, pea and mint risotto. And you can literally just click this, add all to trolley, and it adds, as you might be able to guess, all of the ingredients to your trolley. So super quick and easy. So I've got things like the Italian risotto rice. You can get M&S food on OCADO. So I've got the Italian risotto rice, M&S organic garden peas, and then OCADO asparagus and other little bits and bobs. Oh, I did actually go through and delete some things which I didn't need, which I already had, like olive oil and bits and bobs like that. Gosh, where do we start? Well, I've got the dog's favourite, Lily's Kitchen cottage pie, and some duck fillet treats for them. And then over here, some of the things that I love to always add to my basket from OCADO are the Calo or KO milk chocolate little rice cakes. They are so delicious, and I don't feel like they're too unhealthy, so a nice little treat. I probably should have ordered way more though. I have, as you'll have seen, started to do a lot more salad from the garden, so I got a couple of dressings. This is a tahini dressing. I absolutely love tahini as a flavour. And then this is a brand called Lucy's, which had a really good rating on the website, honey and mustard dressing. And then it's always nice just to create your own really simple balsamic salad dressing. So I got the M&S Food glaze with balsamic vinegar of Modena. Sounds lovely. Some noodles from Bayona and Thai Taste rice noodles. These will be great for doing really quick, easy stir fries with any veg that is ready to be harvested from the garden. You can get your luxury favourites from OCADO as well. We've got our Clarence Court Burford Brown free-range eggs, lots of unsalted butter should I wish to make any cakes, because that's the one thing that I always don't have in the fridge and stumps me when I want to make a cake. One of my favourite easy breakfasts is fried egg on Bayona rye bread, as you'll have seen from the vlogs, and I always get that from OCADO. Pasta evangelists, oh my goodness. So this one sounds delicious. We've got a Tuscan sausage and peas, and then we have also got a pistachio pasta, which is mouth-wateringly delicious, probably one of my all-time favourites. OCADO is a great place to also get the best crisps in the world, the Torres Black Truffle Crisps. If you're having friends over, or if you want to provide the ultimate hamper of goodies to take to someone's house as a thank you, then these are just the best. Brazil nuts, because they are delicious. I can never resist looking at the Daylesford bits that they have on OCADO either. And you may have seen in recent vlogs that I had been lusting over this collection of crockery from the actual Daylesford farm shop. So I decided to treat myself to just one of the pieces from their new leaf pattern. It's a really good sized bowl, maybe for salads, maybe for just presenting something lovely on our next garden party date. And then underneath it, this set of Tupperware. Is it Tupple or Tupper? I always say Tupple, but I think it's Tupper. Tupper.
I think it's T-U-P-P-A, but
really? That sounds like a brand name.
I reckon it could be a brand name.
Well, these are lock and lock container sets. Maybe Tupperware is the brand name and it's one of those things like jacuzzi. Because these are called lock and lock container sets. But we've been going to a few people's houses lately.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
it's a brand name.
Tupperware is a brand.
That is so funny. That's another one to add to our list then. Gosh, how dorky. So this is not Tupperware. This is a lock and lock container set. Yeah, we keep leaving our Tupperware. Oh my gosh, it just rolls off the tongue. Our lockable containers at people's houses when we take cakes and things. So we needed a new set, so I added that. And then a couple more lovely treats from Daylesford, a little mini candle, also a really nice gift if you are visiting someone's house. Just a sweet little one, nice to light in the kitchen. I thought this would be a really nice addition to our collection because they had, I think it was up to 50% off loads of the things. So you know how we've got them all over the house, but we've got this little cluster here. These bowls, and these in particular in white, I think were half price on OCADO. So I'll leave them linked down below, as well as, oh, the other bits that I'm sharing with you now. This is like a lettuce leaf little salad, sorry, not salad, salt or pepper pinch pot, or you could put it on the table for olive pips, and I think it was half price. So yeah, that was a great little find. And then this, I think, was either like 30 or 50% off. Again, it's one of those things that I keep looking at in the actual farm shop, but have never ended up buying because Daylesford is expensive, but on special offer. That's lovely to display some cold meats or cheeses. So I added that, and then last little Daylesford bits, I got some extra virgin olive oil and of course a few bottles of Leube. The others are already in the fridge. Oat milk because I have it every day with my coffee, and I actually didn't get these in today's order, but while I'm going through my OCADO order, if you guys are creating one, these are two things that I always add and that I'm obsessed with. These little acai berry pouches, superfood packs. I put them in my morning smoothie and I absolutely love the flavour. And then of course my Little Moon's mochi balls, because they are the most delicious things in the entire world. I also ordered a couple of Chicago Town pizzas, but you don't need to see that, and they're already in the freezer. So I think this is one of my loveliest OCADO shops, especially with the Pasta Evangelist, my Daylesford plates, the lovely Leube. Yes, loads of lovely bits. And now, even though it's already 7 o'clock actually, I think we're going to have one of our Pasta Evangelists for dinner. Well, I'm very matching in the kitchen this evening. I'm using my sage green perfect pot for the pasta. I think it was one of the videos that Charlie was watching. Was it Marco Pierre White that said you should always use a pan that's too big for your pasta as opposed to too small?
Yeah,
Probably. And I think it's so that the pasta has enough room that it's not really touching each other too much, because you want the pasta to separate so it can absorb as much of the salty water as possible. So this is absolutely perfect. My perfect pot is perfect. And you've got the little spout here as well, which makes it brilliant for pouring away excess water. I'm going to do my sauce in my new, can I lift it with one hand? Yes, just about. New cast iron always pan. I've got the silicone grip on ready to go. And all I have to do is pour the sauce from the recipe box into here, and then once we've started cooking the pasta, add a couple of teaspoons of the pasta water in. So it's a very, very quick and easy but delicious meal for our dinner this evening. We are about 2 minutes from dinner being ready, and I'm just going to grab a couple of fresh peas, almost 2 from the garden. I think I need to come down and do some watering and some feeding tonight. My pumpkins definitely need feeding because they're all in flower. You are naughty, Mr. Bird. I know what you're doing. Oh, look at this. We have got some mange too. You can come in my pasta. Yes, these peas are ready as well. My peas did not do well this year. They all got eaten, but I feel like I have learnt my lesson. I'm going to leave you a bit longer actually. And I know what to do next year. Very sad about this year's cohort, but do you know what? We've got lots of flowers. There's a tiny baby mange too here. That will grow up, hopefully big and strong. Oh, there's a good one. I always look and I think there's nothing, and then you look again and actually there's quite a bit, but it's just camouflage. Oh, there's another one. I think because I had so many broad beans last year and I thought, you know what, Josie, you don't need to go crazy. But broad beans for me are just a lot more productive than peas and mange too. So next year I'm going to do way more. I have a little gardening notebook that reminds me of all these things. I mean, this one is now starting to do really well, but I don't think one healthy strand is going to produce enough for the amount of mange tout we could eat. Wow, steady on. Don't get too much from the garden. I could add some broad beans actually as well. Definitely need to come and string these up. No, I'm not going to attack this just now. I'll leave these to grow a little bit bigger. Good morning, my darlings. It is just gone 7 AM on Sunday morning. The weather forecast today just says wind, so it's going to be quite blusterous. My goodness, there we go. I am bringing a paintbrush, well, actually a Dior makeup brush into the garden this morning. And no, I'm not starting a new career as an artist. I'm heading down here to hand pollinate my courgettes. Well, I say I am. I have to find, let's choose a better one. I'm looking for any of my courgettes that have both a male flower, which that is, and also a female flower, but I don't know if any of mine have actually got female flowers yet. Oh, I may be a little bit early. Okay, here we go. This plant here has got a male flower, which is this one here. You can tell because it's got a skinny little stem. Clearly no fruit going to grow on there. And then here we have got a female flower, and you can tell it's a female because it's got a little fruit underneath the stem. So to help this to grow into something that I can actually eat, I'm taking my makeup brush, just dabbling some of the pollen that's on there, basically doing the job of the bees here, and I'm taking it into the female flower, and this just helps you have less flower and more fruit. I was hoping to do that for all of my courgettes and pumpkins, but not all of them are quite at the stage yet, so I'll just keep an eye out. We do have some growth here in my carrots. You can see a few little carrot tops there, and I would say I probably have a few more, oh yes, radishes that I can harvest. That's a good one. Oh yes, nice fat juicy radish. Oh, could have left that a bit longer actually. Something else which I would highly recommend you add to your OCADO order are these croissants. Again, I am going to leave these bits linked down below so that you can find the exact ones. They just come as raw frozen croissants and about 10 minutes in the Aga, and it is warm, it's fresh, it is so delicious with some jam and perfect for a quick Sunday morning breakfast. A proper good morning to you, my darlings. Even though I've had my croissant already this morning, I'm going to make a proper Sunday brunch, and something that I've wanted to try for a while but not really had the time or actually had the correct ingredients at the house is a breakfast skillet. And with the ingredients that I got yesterday and the new cast iron always pan, I think it is a perfect opportunity to do so I can get the potatoes, little mini hash nuggets, nice and golden brown, and basically cook an entire super tasty, a little bit cheesy breakfast all in one pan. As I said, I've never done this before, but based on the fact that it's all in one pan and there are lots of recipes online, I think it should be nice and easy. So I'm going to start by preparing my potatoes, the ones that we had in our goodie bags from Time earlier in the week, and let's give it a go. So we're starting off by heating some olive oil in the cast iron always pan, and then cubing my potatoes. Adding the potatoes. And now these will fry for about 20 minutes, but if we add a lid on, it will steam them up and hopefully help them to soften. It will speed this process up and hopefully they'll soften in the middle. So this should only now be about 15 minutes. Okay, so while the potatoes are frying, I've got together the rest of the ingredients. My mozzarella, I think there's some dust on the screen, from OCADO, our Burford brown eggs, and my onion. I'm only going to need about a third of this, but I will actually chop and slice the whole thing, and the rest I'll put in a stasher bag in the freezer, so it's ready to go for next time. Okay, I've got some very roughly chopped onions here, and let's see how the spuds are doing. So the rest of that onion I'm putting in my stasher bag. Pretty sure you can get these on OCADO as well, and that can go in the freezer, and then when I next need to use some, I can just grab a little handful, however much I need, and you don't need to defrost them, just stick it in the pan, and the heat when you're cooking will do the job. Well, you didn't think I was going to do a breakfast skillet without adding some bits from the garden. So I think what I'm going to go for is some of my kale. And this will actually be the first time I'm using any of my homegrown kale. It's in these really big wire protectors at the moment because we have a lot of pigeons, as you might be able to hear. There we go, that's a pretty good harvest. Yes, and the pigeons love to eat it. If I don't protect them, every single leaf just gets nibbled. But as you can see, when it's protected, it's nice and healthy. So I'm going to give this a quick clean under the tap and then add it to my skillet.
Oh, you make me like that? Sorry.
Okay, it's starting to look nice and colourful. Charlie suggested adding in some tomatoes, and then we've got the kale from the garden. We created some little wells in the hash, I guess you could call it, to add in the eggs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. I'm going to take some of this over to Lila, not just Charlie and I having this. We've seasoned. We're going to add a few little bits of the broken up mozzarella. I'll add the lid on for a few more minutes just to make sure all of the egg is cooked, and then we're ready to serve.
Maybe put it on the higher heat for it.
Smells good. Okay, we've added the mozzarella. Charlie's going to do a little bit more seasoning. There we go. And I think just because we want it lovely and brown on top, we're going to add it to the oven. You just have to remember to take off that silicone handle.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing about this pan.
So
it can just go in. You've just always got to remember, that it's going to be boiling hot when you take it out.
Very hot. So it's been in the Aga for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I think it looks absolutely perfect. The egg has cooked, the mozzarella has melted, and I think we are ready to serve. adding some smoked salmon. Is that the OCADO smoked salmon?
Of course, yeah.
Very nice. But it is literally the windiest day in the entire world, so apologies for any wind noise. But as you'll have just seen from that time lapse, I have done a job that I have been putting off for ages, and it is the mid or early summer tidy out of the mini greenhouse. I remember having to do this last year, and it's quite an emotional one because, as you'll have seen, I had to say goodbye to a few plants which were, oh my gosh, perhaps surplus to requirements or just dried out. I didn't have time to plant them, or failed for another reason. And then in here we have got the survivors. I've done a little bit of tidying. I've put some of my terracotta pots in this tray. These sweet peas, I actually need to get them out. They're doing well. I didn't think they'd have survived the drought that has been inflicted on them. We've got some sweet L, I don't know what that means, sweet L pumpkins in the corner there that I just don't have room for, so I'm going to offer them to everyone that comes to visit. A little tomato in there that I might plant out later, but then a lot of people said tomatoes like pots, and I think these are bush tomatoes, so I might leave them in here for a bit longer. I've got another one down there, and then these are really spares because a lot of my kales and brassicas have been being nibbled and eaten by pigeons, so I'm going to keep these just as backups and swap them in if necessary. And then just lots of spare, oh, did you see those tiny baby carrots? How cute. Yeah, lots of my growing trays there, which will be very, very useful next year. But gosh, that's a good job done. I mean, it's not perfectly tidy, but it's a lot better than it was. And I'm going to pop all of this spent compost and the unneeded vegetables in the compost bin so they can be turned into fresh compost ready for my seed planting next year. That I updated you. So I have been, gosh, so many different tasks. I've probably been out here pottering for about 3 hours. I have retied my bean pole because a lot of the strings were too weak and they had snapped. So now I've used a much thicker twine. I've generally tidied up the soil on the base of the beds, fed my courgettes, tied in my sweet peas and picked any that are starting to flower. I've got Jessie Ware's podcast on in the background. Tomatoes are planted. I've planted a few of my sprouts. And I have been doing a lot of flower picking because unfortunately it's due to rain next week, so any beautiful blooms, I probably wouldn't get to enjoy them if I left them outside. And I've just brought my pair of scissors down to bring in this beautiful rose. I'm sorry, little honeybee. Unfortunately, I think this rose is nearly, oh dear, look, the petals are starting to fall. Oh gosh, perhaps she's come to the end. That's so sad. But in this case, I'll use these leaves for my confetti. Gosh, even though it's windy, when the wind stops, it is really rather warm today. Hello again, darlings. Gosh, from outside wind noise to inside wind noise, I've had to put the Dyson fan on because it is toasty. In fact, I think that's probably enough. It's just been the weirdest weather day today. As you might be able to guess from my hair, I had to keep coming in and brushing it and scraping it back into a new bun because it was just going absolutely mad. My makeup, however, has lasted really well. I filmed a little TikTok this morning. I don't know if it'll be live by the time this goes live because I need to send it to Aborian for approval for their Super BB, which I have been loving wearing on those days when I just want something really quick. Can you take me seriously with my hair like this? Really quick, really easy, really glowy, and I love it. I came up here to top up my makeup, but actually I don't really need to do that much, which is great. But Charlie and I are heading out for dinner this evening. It's only 3:30 at the moment, but we want to get there nice and early. That is a tiny little amount that I'm applying just for my top up. With this, a little goes a long way. And I think my Aborian discount code, silent mode, should still be active, which I believe is Josie20, which will get you 20% off the entire website, which is fabulous. I'd highly recommend one of the BB creamers because it's basically skincare and makeup all in one. And I think this one in particular, the new Super BB Anti-Imperfection, is just amazing. It's got lots of great ingredients in there. Barely needed to top up at all. There's also almost no point in me doing anything with my hair because, look, does anyone else's hair do this when they tie it up in a bun? Like, one side remains great and the other side just does the weirdest curls. Like, what is that? So annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to end up scraping my hair back anyway because it is so blusterous outside. Need some lip balm. Did I even report back on our breakfast skillet? It was delicious, absolutely scrumptious. Next time I will add a little bit more salt to the potatoes, tiny bit more oil in the pan, only a tiny bit. And I will also add a little bit of garlic next time, just for even more flavour. And if I had spring onions, I didn't plant any this year. I'm going to plant some next time I'm out in the garden because you can do the seeds pretty much any time of summer. This is amazing as well, by the way. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. Apparently helps your skin over time as well, and we all know I love a multitasking product. Great for in summer when your skin's got a bit of a natural glow anyway. As I said, I don't really need to top up my makeup, even though I've been outside in the serious bluster all day. Yeah, so I would do spring onions instead of normal onions if I had them, and I would maybe add some chili flakes or something just for a slightly different flavour. I love recipes like that where you can literally just go into your garden or into a local farmer's shop and whatever is in season or whatever's growing, you can stick it in the dish. So yes, that was a great success. I think that'll become a regular brunch for Charlie and I. I'm using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Blush. This is all what I did this morning, so I'm just topping up very lightly. I did have Friday a Net-a-Porter order arrive. I placed the order about a week ago, but it has been their sale, so I will let them off for a slightly slower delivery. But oh my gosh, you guys are gonna have to help me choose because some stunning, absolutely stunning pieces. I keep seeing people on TikTok putting their blusher over their eyes. I don't know if that's a bit weird. Zimmermann dresses. So I'm gonna open that with you and then do a real quick try on. We're gonna leave at 4:30, so I've got about half an hour to finish my makeup and show you some bits. I'm not used to staying out late either, so we're heading to the Double Red Duke. I think they're launching either a new chef or a new menu. I'm not too sure because it's Charlie. Charlie deals with all the food reservations in this house, but if you're new around here, you may not have heard me talk about the Double Red Duke, but I would say it's it's definitely in our top 5 pubs in the whole of the Cotswolds. If you want like a steak and chips, it's the best place to go in the Cotswolds. I believe the chef there is ex-Hawksmoor, or the old one, I don't know who the new one is. Rhodial glass powder for a perfect flawless finish. I feel like I'm not that excited by any of my highlight products at the moment. Tell you what I am loving is, where is it? The Rodial Bronze Glow Lighter. And you put this on, you can put it on before you start your makeup as a little bit of a contour, but also a little bit like the By Terry CC Serum, but a bit more intense, I would say. You can use that as a highlight as well, but it's more of like a sunset highlight, whereas I want something a bit fresher right now. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. Maybe I am excited. I do like this product. Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter. I don't want it all over, I just want it in a few different places. Do you know what I've not tried? Is using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer as an eyeshadow. But I do usually love using my bronzer as an eyeshadow because it just kind of keeps that consistency. I was watching Leonora's morning routine video, and she used her bronzer as an eyeshadow as well. She's a big Charlotte. She's a big Charlotte Tilbury fan as well, and she was saying it's really nice to keep your makeup tonal by just kind of limiting the colours. I barely ever do anything with my eyeshadow. Right, brows, Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix. Just brush them up again. I did use something new on them this morning, and it's lasted really well for the colour because I do have quite sparse brows in the middle there. I used the new from Ciate, which is not a brand that I'd normally go to for makeup, Microblade Brow. It's got this funny little applicator, these three little, can you see, it's like a kind of stiff toothbrush, and it really does draw on hair-like strokes, which I thought was lovely. I will just apply the tiniest little bit more of Rare Beauty mascara. Didn't put any on my lower lashes earlier, so this makes a tiny bit of a difference. Ooh, and I have some new lovely little lip balms from Clé de Peau. They're so beautiful. This one is just a neutral colour, and I already put By Terry on, so it's not going to do anything. So I'll just pop a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk lip liner. Nothing's going to do very much while I've got so much lip balm infusing my lips. I've got the By Terry Balm de Rose lip balm on. So I'm going to, even though my hair is just going to look ridiculous, was not a small order. While I'm sat down and trying my coffee, let's go through the bits which I'm not going to try on for you, aka accessories and bikinis. I find this colour so flattering, and it was, what's her Instagram handle name? With Amelia Taylor? Amelia wore a brown Hunza G bikini, and I thought I would like a Hunza G bikini. So I saw this one on Net-a-Porter in the yellow colour. They are supposedly one size, I think you're meant to say one size fits most, because it's just not possible that this would fit everyone. So one size fits most, this super stretchy material, and yeah, I think yellow on all skin tones is so flattering. I think the top will be great for like tanning, because I love a strapless bikini. The bottoms are quite large and a bit nappy-like. You can't buy them as separates, I don't believe. But I probably will have written, you can, on the screen if that's wrong. But I am not averse to mixing and matching, especially on those like tanning days. Like the first few days of a holiday, I put on my Factor 50 oil, as I'm protected, but I'm tanning, and I wear my best bikini for not getting like tan lines that are going to be visible. So I'd probably put on my Bikini Bible bottoms, the white ones that I wore all the time in Ibiza last year. They're kind of like a thong. Wouldn't wear them on a family holiday, and that top, and I think that'll be perfect for tanning. What is in here? It's like a belt for something. Key. I'd love if that was the product. I hope it's not. Go away, fly. Shoe. Oh my gosh, he has no fear. I couldn't resist a couple of pairs of sunglasses. Oh, this is my third ever Dior purchase, after my coat from Bicester and my gardening apron. So, little pouch, lovely, and inside, can't actually remember which they are. I think like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Very nice, very classic. So we've got CD on the side, and just a very soft cat eye. I think these are gonna be Yes, very nice. I like that a lot. I mean, for where my eyebrows are, not ideal because you can see them a little bit. Wish I had better eyebrows when you can just like see them poking out the sunglasses. But I love these. I think they're so classic. Oh, goodbye sun. Yeah, they are a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If like me, you love Dior as a brand, but you just cannot bring yourself to spend the prices of like their bags and stuff. I mean, never say never, but I don't know, they're so expensive. And like the tote bags, I just think they're a rip-off. I really do. I mean, here's the plonker that spent 350 quid on a gardening apron, but you know that that's what I love. Like this morning I was pollinating my courgettes with a dual makeup brush. Ooh, okay, third like fashion purchase. But yeah, if you want to buy into the brand a little bit without going mad on crazy money, then I always think sunglasses is a great entry-level product. So I bought another pair, not from Dior. These are from Celine. Ooh, could this be my first ever Celine purchase? I think it might be. Nice little pouch. Which pouch do you prefer? Let me know down below. I'm leaning towards the Celine one. That is very chic. Very chic indeed. I'm gonna say now I'm only gonna keep one of these pairs, so please let me know. Oh, I think it's gonna be the Dior ones, like straight away. I think I prefer the Dior. These will be quite a good unisex. They're quite boring. Yeah, they're boring. Sorry, Celine. I mean, what do you guys think? They are not giving me the wow that the Dior did, and I think someone else has returned these as well because they're a bit expanded and they don't have any of the like plastic on them. Shame. I kind of prefer the case to the actual sunglasses. Okay, well, I'm glad that that wasn't a tough decision. So Celine's, you're gonna go back, and ooh, I'm very happy with my new Dior sunglasses. Oh, I've got a Valentino purchase here. Right, I'm not gonna lie, these are potential wedding shoes. Don't have a dress, but I might have my shoes. I just feel like it would be really silly for me not to get married, to be honest, or at least have for my wedding day, because I don't know if my dress is going to show my footwear. If it doesn't, then I will probably definitely wear these, because I think Valentino Rockstars are the comfiest things in the entire world. If you catch a glimpse of them when I'm dancing, it'll be wonderful because they're gorgeous. But also, I don't need to worry about like tripping over or having foot ache, because imagine being uncomfortable on your wedding day. It's not about that. So, I thought, why not order my favourite shoes in white, a bridal colour. Can you get them in pearly? Because this is plain. I wonder if you can get them in like a pearlescent. I think I thought they'd be pearlescent. But yeah, did I get a discount on these? They might have been in the sale. Yeah, they had a great sale on Net-a-Porter recently. But yes, I think I will keep these because I think they are potentially amazing wedding shoes. I think I might get something a little bit more exciting and like new and fun closer to the time if you can end up seeing my shoes under my dress. If you can see my shoes. But if you can't see them, then fail-safe option right here. Is that very boring of me? No, because you want to be comfortable. Yeah, so that's potentially my wedding shoes. Right, now let's get to the fun bit. Who am I kidding? This is all fun. And try on some of the gorgeous Zimmermann pieces. It's actually not all Zimmermann, but I'm not sure how many of these bits I'll have time to show you before we have to go. So I'm going to be as quick as possible. First of all, this is kind of like, this is Zimmermann. This is, okay, I imagine if you are going on any boat trips this summer or you live near the coast, you go on regular beach days, this is the kind of thing that you fling on after a day on the beach. It's the perfect bikini cover-up. It's kind of like that quick dry towel material, and then you've got this quite retro Zimmermann writing on the edge, the tassels, the v-neck, and if you've got wet hair, I would never ever ever wear it, but it does have a hood. And then, excuse my crazy hair, that's very flat on top, you have got little tassels down here at the bottom. So yeah, if you are either a very bougie holiday, do you know what, if we had a Maldives holiday coming up, I would definitely keep this. I'm going to remind myself how much it is because I do love to just build up a collection of pieces which are fantastic for holidays. But yeah, this is the first item. A little bit rogue, I bet this is not what you're expecting, but let me know what you think of all these bits down below. Well, my darlings, there is not even a debate to be had here. This is the perfect dress for me. Are there pockets? I don't think there are. There's probably too much fabric. This is the piece that excited me the most about the order. It is the piece that I had a feeling I would fall in love with, and oh my gosh, it is just perfection. So you can wear the sleeves up like a little puffball, or you can pull them down to 3/4 sleeves. It is a wrap style dress. Do I have it in the middle? Wrap style, so you can create a little bow fastening at the back here, as tight or as loose as you want. I will probably end up wearing this tonight, and it's perfect for going for dinner because you can just loosen it off and feel a lot more comfortable. The perfect silhouette. I love a fit and flare. It's quite can-canny with the skirt. It's lots of layers, lots of tiers of gorgeous floral fabric. This is a very, very Josie dress. Perfection. Really easy to wear fabric, and it did steam very easily as well. I steamed it this morning. Yeah, I'm in love with this. This is a definite keeper, and it pairs very beautifully with my little Aquazzura raffia heels, which again I will probably end up wearing tonight. Hopefully this will look good with my hair scraped back. I think the dress does the talking. That V-neck. Oh, the fabric is so beautiful. This is a definite winner. Okay, a little bit random next. This is actually a set of pyjamas, annoyingly, from Agent Provocateur. I say annoyingly because H&M could make a pair of pyjamas like this and I'd love them just as much, and obviously with them being Agent Provocateur the price point is a lot higher, but I just love the design. So you've got this scallop detail along the neck, scallop little frill on the sleeves, loose fitting, super comfortable. It has got elastication on the back here and also on the back of the little shorts. No pockets on the shorts, just really, really cute with this pink, and it's got a bit of a sheen to it, like a pink silk thread running through the fabric on the edge of the scallops, which is so pretty, really nice and lightweight. Perfect, I would say, holiday, heatwave, honeymoon pajamas. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I am annoyed by the price, but I don't think I have a really lovely pair of summer pajamas, so I'm gonna treat myself. I remember now, I placed this order on the day when it was 34 degrees, and I thought this is the perfect heat wave day dress. It is beautiful, gorgeous floral pattern, little pockets, and yet it's a strappy dress, so really perfect for those scorching hot days, great for holidays. You've got the classic Zimmermann scallop detail here, adjustable straps, which is great, a little bit of stretch detail there, and yeah, just really gorgeous fabric. Oh, I was about to say I wish it was scalloped on the bottom. You do have the same scallop bottom, can't talk, scallop detail down at the bottom. So yes, this is the length. Fairly long for a heat wave day, but if you're heading into the office, you could put a shirt around your shoulders or wear a shirt on the top, and then on your lunch break, whip it off, get some sunshine. It'll probably be pouring with rain the day this video goes live and you'll be like, oh, I can't think of anything worse. But yeah, just very fun and cheerful with this gorgeous floral pattern. Well, the sun has just vanished, so probably the lighting has just completely changed, but here is the next dress. Not an easy dress to get on, I must say. Probably down to the fabulous back detail. So we have got this corset style back detail, fabulous for summer holidays. It's a little bit kind of Bridgerton vibes, with it being such a statement corset. But oh my gosh, I have seen this dress in like a floral pattern, I've seen it in white, I think black, but I thought it would be fabulous in the green. I love, can you tell, love scallops. Oh, here comes the sun again, just in time. The shade of green is absolutely gorgeous. You've got this cutout detail down here. You do have pockets, and do you have scallops? Yes, we have scallops down at the bottom as well, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. This is a really gorgeous dress for summer holidays, for special summer events. It could be a really fabulous like beach wedding guest dress. Yeah, big fan of this. This is absolutely beautiful. I need to think what kind of occasions I would wear it to, because as much as I would love to keep every single Zimmermann dress in the world, my bank balance will not allow it. Gosh, it is toasty. I think this is the anniversary edition of the Quarterly Beauty Elixir. So refreshing on hot, muggy days. But yes, this is a truly fabulous dress, gorgeous design, I love it, and now I have to try and get out of it, so this is going to be interesting. My goodness, time flies. It is already 4:20, so this is going to have to be the last look that I share with you. So the new piece is of course this fabulous skirt. This is an old top from River Island. I love it. It's a little bit Kate-esque. The skirt is that same fabric as the beautiful dress, which I so adore. It comes with this lovely belt, which is perfect for cinching you in, creating that lovely silhouette. And then lengthwise, it is that kind of midi length. I actually feel like I'm going to keep this outfit on. It's so warm and muggy today that actually I think I'll be more comfortable in this than the long sleeve dress. So the ceremonious snipping. Ta-da! And the skirt is officially mine. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Because it's so windy, I think I will take a nice long cardigan with me as well. But I'll pop on my Aquazzura shoes, probably, there we go, full outfit. Can you see the shoes? Aquazzura shoes, Valentino bag, and that is my look for this evening's dinner. I will, as I mentioned, probably end up tying my hair back. I'm going to take my new sunglasses with me, and if I have time before I edit this video, I will insert the rest of the items from this haul in now. Otherwise, let's head to dinner to the Double Red Duke. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, time to head to dinner. Didn't even get to finish my coffee. The green Zimmermann dress just dislodged my eyebrows. I'm going to take, actually this is a really nice, very old Dolce & Gabbana lipstick. It's quite corally and balmy, great for a summery outfit. And Creed Windflower is my fragrance of choice. And my new sunglasses. Very nice. Let's go. You're coming with me. I just glanced in this room as I'm heading out, and how lovely does this look? It's my favourite time of day in this bedroom. And oh my goodness, these peonies in my new vase. My jug from With Love Abigail. Such a glorious sight. Isn't that lovely? Also, just to quickly show you the bunches of flowers that I put together from the garden today. Number one, purples and pinks, very colourful, with this beautiful lupin, salvia, geranium, which I've not cut before, so we'll see how long they last in a vase. The very bright cosmos and the allium that's already gone to seed, but still looks rather lovely. One of my beautiful perennial millennial displays. And then these two, which I'm going to take over now to Lala. Again, some lupins, dahlias. It's always worth snipping dahlias when they bloom because they are a cut and come again, which means the more you snip, the more they'll grow. And also with dahlias, you want to only snip them when they're fully open, because once cut, unlike a rose, for example, it won't open any further. And then some of the wildflower daisies, more dahlias in this one. A few of my sweet peas, which have gone the most unusual colour. I wonder if the seeds all kind of intermingled. And a few more cosmos in there. We were actually a little bit early for dinner, so we thought we would just tootle around some of the villages near the Double Red Duke. This is Bampton. This is the nearest village to where Nick Jones, the owner of, or old owner, founder of Soho House lives. So we're just having a little wander around here. And then we're going to have a little tootle around Clanfield, which is the village where Double Red Duke actually is. That was a sweet little delicatessen.
Sort of like a pub restaurant.
Ooh, pub restaurant. The Horseshoe. There's
a few properties that are empty.
Yeah, quite a few empty properties. There's an old bakery here. I don't know if this is a little antique centre. Dutton's. Gosh. And then if anyone's looking for a business opportunity in the Cotswolds, an old pub, hotel building. Ooh, someone's planning. Demolition. Great. Church practice. Just approaching 6 o'clock on a Sunday. What a beautiful churchyard, and oh my gosh, can you see all the chimneys on that house over in the distance? I bet that is a spectacular property. I wonder if that over there is the rectory, or if, no, I bet this is the rectory. What a beautiful, beautiful house. My goodness. Gorgeous church as well. We really are spoiled with some spectacular churches here in the Cotswolds. I'm intrigued by this house over here, it looks stunning. Nice beer?
Beautiful, ice cold, Lucky Saint.
Lucky Saint.
Favourite non-alcoholic beer.
Everywhere seems to serve that these days, don't they?
They're the best brand. I mean, I do like many non-alcoholic beer brands.
Yeah.
But this is my favourite.
That's your favourite?
The dream brand to work with.
Oh, nice.
And an ice cold glass, which makes a big difference.
It sure does.
And you're on rosé. You
Yep.
gave me the option of Provençal,
Provincial.
or English.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what? Post-Brexit,
Yep.
we need to support, not just in fashion, but every possible English brand possible. It's true though, isn't it? And we'd always
Are we
go,
saving the British economy by getting one glass of rosé?
No, we're saving the British economy by telling your 500,000 subscribers to do the same. Not
Yep.
all 500,000 in the UK, but support, not just in the UK, if you're
Support
American,
local.
support an American rosé brand, etc,
Yep.
etc, etc.
That's true.
And then drink Provençal rosé when you're in France and love it. But when you're
Well,
in
it's
the UK,
lovely. So the brand is called Folk. I think it's Folc.
yeah, don't love the name. Have
No.
to be honest. But that's because there's a sock brand also called Folk.
That's
And a cook.
Falk.
Yeah, but
Anyway, so what are we doing here tonight, darling?
we are back at the Double Red Duke, which is part of the Country Creatures collection, which, funnily enough, a couple of people tagged us today in a post because they were at the Swan at Ascot under Wychwood, which is one of our favourite pubs. This is a bit further for us, isn't it? It's about 45 minutes away.
Yep.
And we were kind of invited by the guys here because they have a pop-up series with elite level chefs, really.
Michelin
in the
star
kitchen.
chef.
Yeah, so today it's Brad Carter, who's got a Michelin star. He's based in Birmingham.
Carters of Molesley.
Yeah, not far from here. What's unique about this place, the Double Red Duke, is they've got, I believe they've got no gas in the kitchen.
Oh.
So it's all charcoal.
Oh, yeah.
And cooked over fire, which obviously means flavour, maximum flavour. So yeah, excited. Don't know anything about the menu.
Very
So,
British, I think.
Yeah, we're intrigued, aren't we?
Yeah.
And the gardens here look spectacular.
They've grown a lot since we were last here. They've got a fabulous herbaceous border, not too dissimilar to ours. They've got some alliums, verbena. Yeah, that's very classic English, isn't it? Lots of salvia, lots of catmint.
And then the Portuguese laurel balls.
And I have to say, these umbrellas are really, I mean, look at that. That is beautiful.
And the house, I mean the actual property. Look at the
Yeah.
old slate, look at the bloody pictures.
Stunning.
But look, that's the old slate roof.
I mean, that is a postcard right there. Absolutely beautiful. So to start with, we have got oysters, Carlingford oysters grilled in aged beef fat. That'll be interesting. And as I'm not a fish lover, I've got an aubergine dip with a very squidgy flatbread that's absolutely delicious. So I believe this is the start of their chef series. So potentially Brad Carter is just here tonight. You can keep an eye on their website to see other chefs that are coming in for the evening at Double Red Duke.